Hey everyone, Kevin here. I am seeing a question pop up fairly often in the instructional design community these days, and as someone who also happens to be looking for a job right now, it's pretty relevant for me to finally delve into it in depth. Is AI going to eliminate the role of an instructional designer? I touched on this in like the first couple of videos I ever made, actually, but kind of dismissed it out of hand, to be honest, and didn't give it the attention I should have at the time. And giving you an easy answer is just not possible because it's kind of complicated. I wish I could just give you a succinct and firm no to that question, but I can't. What I will say to kind of kick off this conversation, though, is that it won't anytime soon. Now, that being said, it is a tool which is only gaining relevance and momentum in our field. We need to learn and make use of AI because it's slowly becoming a pervasive part of our lives now. From the autonomous vehicles of the company I used to work for to ChatGPT spitting out definitions. It's in every field now, and AI tools are readily accessible for free to literally anyone. I've used it numerous times as an ID, and there is an amazing level of convenience it provides us in our job. Frankly, it really does speed up development and evaluation of our trainings. I've used both ChatGPT and Writer in the past, and both have indeed helped me in my job. Both are able to craft meaningful and great learning objectives just from a few prompts, can really simplify difficult technical language into meaningful chunks, break up lessons to help with overall flow, ensure content is written with accessibility in mind, and even create interactive scenarios or knowledge checks based on given information. All of that really helps get projects done faster since you don't have to complete all of those things on your own, and thus makes your career a lot easier. I use Writer to help maintain the company language as well. You could upload a style guide to Writer, and it would, through a Chrome extension, automatically verify that you are writing in the voice of that company. For instance, you could program it to tell you to use certain key phrases instead of other ones, when the company prefers you to say things like specialists instead of agents or something. It's really convenient. Believe me, that has been so helpful in cutting down on alpha and beta review times as well, since it catches little things like grammar and other errors long before the trainings ever go in front of SMEs or stakeholders. It also helps you to more quickly create storyboards, needs analyses, visuals, and do basic video and audio editing. The program I'm using to create this video right now, for instance, has AI components that I use to help my eyes stay level with the camera. It doesn't always work, and sometimes you might see my eyes flutter up and down rather than staying in one place, but it still helps a lot in that editing process. Basically, it speeds up brainstorming, research, course design, curriculum development, and overall content creation too. I'm using AI a little bit more every day now, and all instructional designers should too because its importance will only continue to grow. However, the problem is that AI lacks a lot of authenticity, which is preventing it from being more than just the amazing helper and time saver it is right now. Let me give you an example. Say I wanted to speed up time writing a LinkedIn post. I could literally copy and paste the script I wrote for this episode and ask ChatGPT or Writer to create a post using that script, which it does, and I've admit to doing that at times. But the post it creates isn't my voice. It may use my words and even improve some sentences for overall readability, but it doesn't sound like me. The words become peppier. The ridiculous number of emoticons is honestly kind of frightening. The hashtags are usually not all that applicable, and it requires a great deal of editing to not only sound like me, but to almost put it back to the original video script I could have used in the first place. I may use it to help write those posts, but help is the operative word there. It isn't cut out to do it all by itself yet, which is my overall answer to the question of is AI going to eliminate instructional designers? It's not anytime soon. Maybe it will one day, or take over so much of the job that IDs will have time to spend on highly creative pursuits because it will assume those tasks, incredibly menial and boring ones too, like writing needs analyses, and free us up to do other things. But that's all it can do right now. AI tends to not be culturally or ethically relevant either, and can spread biases or stereotypes without human intervention to prevent it. AI may also provide personalized recommendations, but often lacks the contextual understanding and adaptabilities that humans possess. Like I said, with the LinkedIn post example, it knew what I was saying, but not how I was saying it. Say it spit out a long AI generated post and I asked it to simplify what it gave me to be shorter. Often, when I ask it to do those kinds of tasks, it struggles to maintain the context of the original input that I gave it. On top of that, though, AI can analyze data. It doesn't have to intuition on how to create effective instructional design or original thought without input, at least not yet. But talk nicely to your devices just in case, though, for when they do become sentient. In all seriousness, though, AI is a great tool. It streamlines so much IDs have to do on a daily basis, especially if you're a new ID learning the ropes of creating objectives, knowledge checks, and the like. What AI isn't, though, is a great instructional designer. Maybe it will be one day, but I really don't see that happening anytime soon. Even our most advanced computers need human input and maintenance at times. Where it is right now is just like networking on LinkedIn. You get back what you put in, and then you have to make it your own. Well, that was definitely a longer conversation for me, and a highly technical and philosophical one to boot in some ways, but I hope that I boiled that question down to at least something of a simple answer. This conversation is only going to continue as time goes on, and if you have something to add, ask, or just need help with understanding all of this, I'm always here to help. See you next time.